everyone! How is it going? For those who don't know me, my name is Carson and I'm here on YouTube to help you figure out what's what in clean beauty. Today's video is a very exciting one because I'm going to be walking you through my 2020 makeup favorites, the products I used the most in the year 2020. If you're curious about anything on my face or any of the products I talk about, all the links are going to be in the description, and when you shop through those links, you support me and my channel during these tumultuous times, so I really thank you so much for your support. I also wanted to mention that a lot, if not almost all of these products have in-depth reviews on my channel, so those videos will be linked with the products mentioned in the description box. So definitely, if you are curious to learn more about a product, go check out that video. For the sake of time, and because I have so many products to get through, I'm not gonna go too in-depth in this video. I'm mostly just going to show you what my picks were. So let's get started. So first we're going to discuss primers. I have an illuminating primer and I have a pore-filling prep primer. So I'm gonna talk about both. The first is the Saie Glowy Super Gel. Yes, this is a gorgeous product. Definitely check it out in my Saie Beauty video. It just preps the skin beautifully. It has a very light as air feeling to it. I absolutely love this. I'll use this on the high points of the cheeks when I prep. You also can put it all over the face if you want. It's a really versatile product. The consistency and the texture is just extremely unique, so I highly recommend it. And then the pore filling primer of this year for me has been the Exa Beauty Primer, and that is because it actually does something. I'm not really much of a primer person, but this primer really does something and I'm extremely impressed by it. So if you have the opportunity to sample this, I know that Exa Beauty does discoveries and samples. Definitely try this out because it does work with other foundations as well, but this paired with its foundation is gorgeous. So yes, I definitely recommend this, and this has been an amazing find in the year 2020. Next up, we have tinted SPFs. Now, the one that has come out this year that has taken the cake for me, it has been my quarantine look through and through, is the Saie Slip Cover Tinted SPF. I have a dedicated review on this. It's just a gorgeous formulation. I think they really nailed it with the color range as well, and it's just a staple in my collection now. And an honorable mention I do want to say is the Beautycounter Dew Skin. And this has been one of my favorites for years now. It has holy grail status in my life. The biggest difference between these two is that the Dew Skin is dewier in finish and it has a lighter coverage. So it really is just that light whisper of tint with a very dewy, luminous glow. So it's very hydrating and I really love it for that reason. The Saie Beauty is a bit more muted on the dew, so I think it's a bit more versatile for all kinds of skin types, and it has a bit more coverage. And also the Saie Beauty shade range is a bit more in depth. So those are the big differences between these two if you're curious which one to try first. Again, in-depth reviews all linked down below. Let's talk foundations. There are two that have stood out to me a lot this year. The first is the Beautycounter Skin Twin Foundation. I'm wearing it today. It is a gorgeous moisturizing foundation that does dry down and stay. I don't need to powder with this, and I just think once again, Beautycounter knocked it out of the park with their new foundation. I absolutely love this, and I have a dedicated review video of this as well. And then another one that has just blown it out of the park for me is the Exa Beauty Foundation. Now, I do recommend pairing these together. I do think there's a difference, and when I wear this foundation, I always get compliments on my skin. I don't know what it is about this foundation, so I just recommend it to everyone. Let's talk concealers. The truth is, there are a lot of concealers that I love and that I will use in one sitting. I'll use all kinds of concealers for all kinds of reasons, but the ones that have really stayed true for me this year are the Beautycounter Concealer and the Ilia Concealer. These are staples in my vanity. Why I love this concealer is because it is so moisturizing. I'm wearing it today. and it is so beautiful and moisturizing. If you have mature skin, if you have dry skin, if you're starting retinol and your skin's starting to peel, this is going to be your godsend. I'll use this all over the face as a foundation as well. It's just one of the most beautiful formulas because it's medium to full coverage, but it just looks like lotion on the skin. It looks so beautiful. It doesn't look like makeup. Unbelievably good. I don't know what I would do without this one. And the Ilia concealer is just extremely reliable. So it's a little bit less moisturizing than the Beautycounter, but it still has a moisturizing finish and it still looks really skin-like and satin and gorgeous. The Ilia isn't super duper full coverage, but it is a fuller medium coverage. So it does still look like skin and it looks gorgeous and it blends out onto the skin seamlessly. It's a crowd favorite. They have a lot more shade options in this concealer, so I do recommend this if you're concerned about finding your right shade. And then an honorable mention that I need to mention is the Uoma Beauty Concealer because it's been my like full coverage concealer moment for this year and I do really like it. I'm the shade Fair Lady T2, so honorable mention here. Let's do a quick moment for highlighters because I honestly haven't really been wearing highlighters, which is kind of weird, but I've been finding that I have plenty of a glow with all the skincare I use and all of the skin products I use. One that I have to mention because it really is that good is the Ilia Liquid Light Serum Highlighter. This is the shade Nova. Iconic product. I need to get a new one actually. This one's on its last life. And what I'm wearing today actually is the powdered Ilia highlighter. So I do like that. That's an honorable mention. But this is one that is a tried and true that I will always use and that I will always love. Let's talk blushes. So my favorite blush formula of all time is without a doubt the Carrot Color Pot by Perez. Last year my favorite color was Harmony, which I still absolutely love. This year my favorite color is Healthy. It's a bit warmer and more orange than Harmony. Harmony is a bit more of a nude pink. Both colors are wins and I absolutely am obsessed with them. Last year I was all about the very bright pinky blushes. This year I've been more about like the warmer, nudie, brown, orangey colors. And so the color I've been wearing lately is Cheek to Cheek by Ilia's Multistick. That's what I'm wearing today. It's a gorgeous, warmer, more orangey shade that I'm just in love with. These multi-sticks are gorgeous. They blend into the skin beautifully. The difference here is that the Perez has more pigment and it actually does this incredible thing where it almost blurs out your pores. I don't know how it does it. It's absolutely beautiful and you just can't beat this formula. But I do love the Ilia and I've been wearing the Ilia daily because it's just easy to apply. It's easy to blend in and I just have been in love with this color. Both formulas are gorgeous and I highly recommend both. In terms of powder blush, I do love the Vapour Smitten powder blush. I think it's a dupe for NARS Orgasm. It's not as shiny as NARS Orgasm. So this is Smitten. I have it on my cheeks today on top of Cheek to Cheek. It just blends into the skin beautifully. It has a gorgeous sheen to it. So it has pigment with a coral blush powder. I really like it, especially if you're someone who prefers powder blushes. Let's do a quick powder moment. The winner for powder this year is Vapour Beauty. I do have a full face of Vapour Beauty coming up very shortly. These powders are just top notch. Today I actually used a bit of the loose powder on the perimeter of my face so my hair wouldn't stick to my face on camera. And it's just so soft and light and gorgeous and elegant. So these are gorgeous powders. If you're someone that's looking for a powder, just stop by Vapour and pick up either their pressed or loose because you won't be disappointed. Let's talk about palettes. So the palette I've probably used the most this year is actually this Dior palette. This is the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's supposed to be used as like a blush highlighter situation for the cheeks, but I've just been using this on the eyes. So I will take like the brown one if I want a bit more of a brown moment and just plop it on my eyes and I'm done. I would take the gold and do the same, or the white. Those are probably the ones I use the most. The pink I almost rarely use, but these have been dug into. It's kind of hard to see on camera. Really, really used this year, and that's just the truth. It's not a clean beauty product, but the truth of the matter is this is what I've been using, and that's because it's just so simple. Gorgeous buttery formula. I actually haven't talked about this at all, so I have to put it in my favorites, whether I like it or not. I have to be honest about that. Now let's talk about some eyeshadow palettes. The first palette I'd like to talk about is the Exa Beauty Summer Solstice palette. Boy, have I gotten a lot of use out of this. This is my favorite shade from the palette. I'm wearing it all over my eyes with nothing else. So this is a gorgeous sort of warm pink that's just very, very flattering and just easy to use. It's nice to see that I've been digging into this palette. I don't think I've done a dedicated video on this. If you'd like me to do a look just with the Summer Solstice palette, I certainly can. It has beautiful mattes in here, beautiful purples and orangey pinks. It's definitely a win in my book. Definitely check this out if you haven't yet. Lastly, I have to mention the Beautycounter Classic palette. This is the go-to bronzy brown palette. It's just gorgeous. Copper is that color that I just take and I put it all over my eyes. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It looks beautiful on most everyone. I just can't get enough of this palette. I always have to have it in my kit because I find myself grabbing it the most. I can't say enough good things about this palette. If you don't have a basic browns palette in your life, just start here and don't really think twice about it because it's that good. Let's get into mascaras. There are really two that have stood out to me this year that are just by far my favorites, and those are the Ilia mascara and the Saie Beauty mascara. They basically perform the exact same way. They stay on, they don't flake. Those are my two biggest things, and what really distinguishes them and why I love them is because of their wands. So the Ilia wand is my favorite because it really does separate the lashes. I have an in-depth video where I talk about the Ilia mascara, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. And the Saie Beauty mascara is another really easy to use silicone wand that helps separate the lashes and keep them from clumping. So if you haven't tried either of these yet, I definitely recommend you do. And then I have to mention my favorite eyelash curler. That's the Chanel eyelash curler. Yes, there is a difference between your eyelash curlers. Yes, it is important. And I highly recommend you try this if you're on the market for a new one. It just makes your lashes really go straight up. This curler performs like no other curler. If you need a new eyelash curler or you want to up your eyelash curler game, I'm telling you right now, the Chanel Beauty one is really, really good. Let's go into brows and then we're going to go into lips because lips is just by far the biggest category. For brows, it's been an interesting brow year. I've been able to try a lot of things out. I actually have 4 products to discuss. The first is the Surratt pomade. It has this really unique wand that almost looks like a toothbrush, and it does a really good job of pushing the brows up, and it really helps them stay in place. So I have been enjoying this year. And then I also have to mention 2 brow gels. The first is the Beautycounter brow gel in the shade Light. I like the Beautycounter one. It's straightforward. It has a little wand. I also absolutely love the Saie Brow Butter. They did just release a few more shades. I did run out of that and I don't have it in front of me, but it is gorgeous and I'm really looking forward to trying out their new light shade. And then lastly, for pencils, I really loved this Plume pencil. I used it up all the way to the bitter end and it was fantastic. And I really like the spoolie on this. It's like a chunky, big round spoolie that I just really enjoy. Plume pencil is a gorgeous pencil. I'm in the shade Ashy Daybreak, so definitely recommend this. Now let's talk lips. Okay, there's a lot to talk about and I'm not sure where to start. And yes, all of my lip products are lip glosses because I almost never wear lipstick. I don't have favorite lipstick, let's just be honest, but I do have a favorite liquid lipstick, and that is the Chanel Le Rouge Duo Entretenu lipstick. It's a liquid lipstick. This is the shade Intense Caramel. I love Daring Red. I love Intense Blueberry. I love Ever Red. I love Endless Pink. Those are all really gorgeous shades, but this is what I use when I'm going out or when I'm going to have dinner or when I want to wear a lip color and have my boyfriend around me so I'm not afraid to kiss him. I just can't be bothered to put a red lipstick on. In fact, I'm surprised anyone has the patience for a red lipstick. it just gets everywhere. I just don't understand a red lipstick unless you're sitting down to film a YouTube video. You know what I mean? This is great because it's dual-ended. One side is pigment, and then the other side is this clear sealant gloss. It smells like vanilla, which you know is my favorite, and it just really works. You can sit through a dinner, you can kiss, you can do whatever you want to, and this color will stay on your lips. If I want to wear red and I want to have a bold lip, I really only use this product. I don't use anything else. This is my secret. Let's talk lip gloss. It was very hard for me to choose, but I just sort of grabbed everything that I like and we're just gonna make it work. I actually want to talk about this little guy. This is the Fit Glow Lip Serum. I did actually just order a full size. It's just a really good clear lip gloss that's very nourishing for the lips. It smells like vanilla. If it weren't for State of Kate, I wouldn't know about this because I would have never in a million years purchased it because it's so expensive, but it really is good and I used this little thing up and I already miss it. So yes, I got the full size and yes, I'm excited about it. And this might be my new favorite clear gloss, which is saying a lot. Next is my other former, still current favorite clear gloss, and that's the Kosas Lip Oil in Jellyfish. Also has one of the most beautiful scents ever. I just think this is a really good lip gloss. I love it. It's always on my desk. It's always somewhere. If you want to know more about this, check out my Kosas video. Another honorable mention is the Tower 28 lip glosses. They're just gorgeous. They came out with these creamy colors this year and I love them. They're easily throw them on with any look. Another honorable mention is the new Saie Really Great Gloss. I did a dedicated video about this and you should check it out. It's another beautiful formula with beautiful colors and a great brown sugar smell that I really love. I also discovered the ColourPop Luxe lip glosses. This was the only thing that cured my dried lips when I was in Park City, Utah this year. It really is very, very, very nourishing. They're so inexpensive. I think I got this on sale for $6. It has a sweet sugar cookie type of smell. And lastly, what I have on my lips today is the In Beauty Project Glaze #1. This puppy is so good. I actually really like this scent. It's like a sweet Jolly Rancher apple scent. It's a gorgeous color. This applicator alone, it's like a giant pillowy cloud and you just don't want to stop putting this on your lips. It's a home run. Yeah, that is all the makeup that is in front of me right now. I'm so happy to be done with this video. I'm sweating. Stay tuned for my favorite skincare video. I'm really excited to film that. And thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about any of these products, if you want to tell me what your favorite product from this year is, definitely let me know in the comments. I cannot thank you guys enough. As of now, I have 2,300 subscribers on this channel, which is mind-blowing to me. I didn't think that would happen. I remember getting 100 subscribers and being over the moon about it, so having 2,300 is just absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!